My name is Amanda Chen. I am 32 years old, and 3 weeks ago, a salesgirl at Brighton Boutique looked me up and down and said, "Nothing here will fit you," loud enough for the entire store to hear. My face burned. My hands shook. I wanted to disappear into the floor. But by that same evening, she was the one who wanted to disappear. Her manager fired her on the spot. The store owner called me personally, and I walked out of their competitor next door with $5,000 worth of clothes, bags in both hands, head held high. But this story doesn't start in that boutique. It starts that Saturday morning when I woke up excited, when I had been saving for 8 months, when I finally got the promotion I'd been working toward for 3 years, when I decided it was time to invest in a professional wardrobe. I had no idea that by noon, everything would change. If you have ever been body shamed while shopping, this story is for you. If you have ever felt judged the moment you walked into a store, you will understand exactly how I felt that day. If you have ever been treated like you don't deserve to be somewhere just because of your size, your age, or how you look, stay with me. And if you want to see what happens when someone finally refuses to stay silent, make sure you subscribe to Revenge Leader. Because what you're about to hear is not fiction. It's not exaggerated. It happened to me 3 weeks ago in my own city, and it could happen to you. The difference is, I didn't walk away quietly. I didn't let them make me feel small. And by the end of this story, you'll see exactly why standing up for yourself is always worth it. So stay with me, because this gets very good. I work as a marketing director at a tech company. For 3 years, I had been the assistant director. I worked 60-hour weeks. I pitched campaigns that brought in major clients. I mentored junior staff. I did everything right. And finally, in March, they promoted me. The salary increase was significant, $20,000 more per year. But more than the money, I felt proud. I had earned this. My boss told me I deserved it. My team threw me a small party. My mom cried when I called her. It felt like all the late nights and weekend work had paid off. I wanted to celebrate. I wanted to invest in myself. And I knew exactly what I needed: a wardrobe that matched my new position. I had been putting this off for too long. My clothes were fine for an assistant director. Affordable blazers from Target, dress pants from Old Navy. Nothing wrong with them. But I wanted something more, something that made me feel as confident as my new title. I started researching boutiques in the area. I read reviews on Google. I looked at Instagram pages. I made a list of 5 stores I wanted to visit. Brighton Boutique was at the top. Their website showed beautiful professional wear, tailored blazers in rich fabrics, elegant dresses that looked expensive. The prices were high, yes, but I had been saving. Every month for 8 months, I put away $500. I had $4,000 saved specifically for this shopping trip. I told myself I deserved quality. I should have known better. That Saturday morning, I woke up at 7. I couldn't sleep in even though it was the weekend. I was too excited. I showered and did my makeup carefully. I wore nice jeans and a simple black sweater. I wanted to look put together. I didn't want to give anyone a reason to dismiss me. Looking back, I hate that I even thought that way. I checked my bank account one more time. $4,000 in savings. My credit card with a $10,000 limit for backup. I was ready. I grabbed my purse and headed out. The shopping district was only 15 minutes from my apartment. I turned on music in the car. I sang along. I felt happy. I felt like I was finally treating myself the way I deserved. If only I had known what was waiting. I arrived at the plaza at 10:30. The stores had just opened. The parking lot was half full. Mostly women around my age, browsing the weekend sales. I parked near Brighton Boutique. The The storefront was gorgeous. Large glass windows displayed mannequins in perfect outfits. A cream blazer with gold buttons, a navy dress with elegant lines. Everything looked expensive and sophisticated. I took a deep breath. My stomach fluttered with nerves. I'm not sure why I was nervous. Maybe because I wasn't used to shopping at places like this. Maybe because I felt like an imposter, like someone would figure out I didn't belong. I pushed those thoughts away. I walked toward the door. The bell chimed as I entered. What happened next still makes my blood boil. The store was beautiful inside. Hardwood floors, soft lighting, racks organized by color and style. Classical music played softly in the background. There were maybe 4 or 5 other customers browsing. All of them looked polished and put together. Designer handbags, perfect hair. I suddenly felt very aware of my old navy jeans. A salesgirl stood near the register. She was young, maybe 24. Blonde hair in a high ponytail, tight black dress. Her name tag said Brittany. She smiled brightly at a customer walking past her. She offered to help another woman find her size. Her voice was sweet and enthusiastic. I waited for her to acknowledge me. I stood there for a solid minute. She looked directly at me once, then turned away, like I wasn't even there. I decided not to let it bother me. Maybe she was busy. Maybe she didn't see me. I started browsing the racks on my own. I ran my fingers over a charcoal blazer. The fabric was incredible, soft and structured at the same time. The price tag said $340, more than I usually spent. But this was what I came here for, quality pieces that would last. I found another blazer in deep burgundy. Beautiful. I checked the size. It was a 6. Too small for me. I'm a size 12. I kept looking through the rack. There were only sizes 2, 4, and 6. I moved to another section. Same thing. Small sizes only. My stomach started to tighten. Maybe the larger sizes were in the back. I looked around for Brittany. She was helping the woman from earlier, laughing with her, complimenting her choices. I waited until they finished. Brittany walked past me toward the register. I stepped forward. "Excuse me," I said. My voice came out smaller than I intended. Brittany stopped. She turned to look at me. Her smile disappeared completely. Her eyes traveled from my face down to my feet, then back up again, slowly, like she was inspecting me. My face started to feel warm. "Can I help you?" she asked. Her tone was flat, cold, nothing like the warm voice she used with the other customer. I swallowed hard. "Yes, I'm looking for blazers in a size 12, I said. "Do you have larger sizes in the back?" She stared at me for a moment. Then she said something I'll never forget. "Nothing here will fit you." She said it loud. Loud enough that the classical music didn't cover it. Loud enough that the other customers heard. I saw heads turn. I saw a woman near the dresses glance over. My face went hot. My hands started shaking. I just stared at Brittany, waiting for her to laugh, waiting for her to say she was joking. She didn't. She stood there with her arms crossed, looking at me like I had insulted her by asking. "Excuse me?" I managed to say. My voice cracked. Brittany sighed. Actually sighed, like I was wasting her time. "We carry sizes 2 through 8, she said. "You'd probably have better luck at Lane Bryant. It's down the street." She pointed toward the door, like she was directing me to leave. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. And I definitely didn't know what was about to happen next. My throat felt tight. My eyes started to burn. I could feel tears forming. "Not yet," I told myself. "Don't cry in front of her." don't give her that satisfaction. The other customers were definitely staring now. A woman in a white blouse looked horrified. Another woman near the window pretended to look at a dress, but I could tell she was listening. Brittany just stood there, waiting for me to leave, like this was normal, like she talked to customers this way every day. Maybe she did. Maybe I wasn't the first person she had humiliated. That thought made something shift inside me, something that felt like anger replacing shame. I wasn't going to cry. I wasn't going to run out of this store. Not this time. I had stayed silent too many times before. Not today. I took a deep breath. My hands were still shaking, but I forced them to steady. "I'd like to see your size chart," I said. My voice was calmer than I felt. Brittany blinked, like she didn't expect me to still be standing there. "Our size chart is online," she said dismissively. She started to turn away. "I'm a paying customer," I said louder, "and I asked you a question." She stopped. Her jaw tightened. The woman in the white blouse was watching openly now. She had stopped pretending to browse. "Look," Brittany said, her voice dripping with fake patience. "I'm trying to save you time. We don't carry plus sizes. This is a boutique, not a department store." Plus sizes. She said it like it was something dirty. My size 12, which is average, which is normal. But she made it sound like I was asking for something unreasonable. "I'm a size 12, I said clearly. "That's not plus size, that's standard sizing." Brittany rolled her eyes, actually rolled her eyes at me. "Whatever you want to call it," she said, "we don't have it. So unless you're shopping for someone else, I can't help you." The condescension in her voice was unbelievable. I glanced around the store. The other sales associate, an older woman, was helping someone in the back. She hadn't heard any of this. The manager was nowhere in sight. It was just me, Brittany, and these witnesses. I pulled my phone out of my purse. Brittany noticed. "What are you doing?" she asked. Her tone shifted slightly, less confident now. "I'm going to record this conversation," I said, "because I want to make sure I remember exactly what you said to me." Brittany's face changed. Her eyes widened. "You can't record in here," she said quickly. "Actually, I can," I said. I opened my phone's voice recorder. "This is a public business, and I'm documenting how I'm being treated." I held the phone up. "So let me ask you again. Do you have professional blazers in sizes 10, 12, or 14? Brittany's face flushed red. "I already told you," she snapped. "We don't carry those sizes, and I don't appreciate being recorded." Good, I thought. Now she knows how it feels to be uncomfortable. "I don't appreciate being humiliated in public," I said. "But here we are." The woman in the white blouse made a small noise, almost like a quiet, "oh." She was definitely on my side. I could feel it. That gave me courage. "I want to speak to your manager," I said. It was the classic line, the one everyone makes fun of, but in that moment, I meant it with every fiber of my being. Brittany crossed her arms. "She's busy," she said. "Then I'll wait," I said. I didn't move. I stood right there in the middle of the store, phone in hand. Brittany stared at me. I stared back. The tension was thick. The other customers had stopped shopping entirely. They were just watching now. This had become a scene. Part of me felt embarrassed. The old me would have left, would have apologized for causing trouble, would have driven home and cried in my car. But the new me, the promoted me, the me who had worked too hard to be dismissed like this, she stayed put. Brittany's eye twitched. She was realizing I wasn't going anywhere. "Fine," Brittany said through gritted teeth. She turned sharply and walked toward the back of the store. Her heels clicked aggressively on the hardwood floor. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. My hands were trembling again. The woman in the white blouse walked over to me. "Are you okay?" she asked quietly. Her voice was kind. I nodded. "I can't believe she talked to you like that," the woman continued. "I heard the whole thing. That was completely unacceptable." Hearing someone else validate my experience almost broke me. The tears threatened again. "Thank you," I whispered. "Would you be willing to tell the manager what you heard?" I asked. She nodded immediately. "Absolutely. I'll wait with you." Another customer, a younger woman with curly hair, came over too. "I heard it too," she said. "That was so rude. I'm sorry that happened to you." I felt less alone suddenly. These strangers were standing with me. They could have left, could have avoided the awkwardness, but they stayed. Brittany emerged from the back. Behind her was a woman in her mid-40s, professional looking, dark hair pulled back. She wore a tailored dress and had a concerned expression. "Hello," she said, approaching me with an extended hand. "I'm Nicole, the store manager. I understand there's been an issue?" Her tone was diplomatic, careful. I shook her hand. "Yes," I said. "Your employee Brittany told me that nothing in this store would fit me. She suggested I go to Lane Bryant instead. She was rude and dismissive, and she did it loud enough for everyone to hear." Nicole's expression tightened. She glanced at Brittany. "Is this true?" Brittany's face was bright red now. "I was just being honest," she said defensively. "Honest?" Nicole repeated. Her voice was sharp. Brittany shifted her weight. "We don't carry larger sizes," she said. "I was trying to help her by directing her somewhere else." She made it sound reasonable, like she had done me a favor. "By humiliating me in front of your other customers?" I said. My voice was shaking, but strong. "By making me feel like I don't belong here?" Nicole turned to me. "I apologize," she said. "That's not how we train our staff. Let me offer you 20% off your purchase today." 20%. Like a discount would fix this. Like money would make me forget how small Brittany had made me feel. "I don't want a discount," I said. "I want to know that this won't happen to someone else." Nicole looked uncomfortable. "I'll speak with Brittany privately," she said. That wasn't good enough. "I recorded part of our conversation," I said, holding up my phone. Nicole's eyes widened slightly. "And these customers witnessed the entire interaction." I gestured to the woman in white and the curly-haired woman. Both nodded. "She absolutely said those things," the white blouse woman confirmed. "It was very unprofessional, very hurtful." The curly-haired woman added, "I would never shop here again if this is how you treat people." Nicole's professional mask cracked. She looked genuinely upset now, not just concerned about a complaint, actually upset. "I am so sorry," she said to me. Then she turned to Brittany. "Go to my office, now. We'll discuss this privately." Brittany's mouth fell open. "Nicole, I was just—" "Now," Nicole said firmly. Brittany looked at me with pure hatred. Then she walked to the back. Her shoulders were tense. I knew I had made an enemy. I didn't care. Nicole turned back to me. "I apologize again. This is unacceptable. Can I get your contact information? I'd like our owner to reach out to you personally." I hesitated. Part of me wanted to just leave, but another part, the part that was still angry, wanted to see this through. "Sure," I said. I gave her my name and phone number. Nicole wrote it down carefully. "You'll hear from our owner today," she promised. "And please, take 50% off anything you'd like to purchase." I looked around the store. at the beautiful blazers I had been so excited to try on, at the elegant dresses I had saved for. But the magic was gone. This place was ruined for me now. "Thank you," I said, "but I don't think I want to shop here." Nicole looked pained. "I understand," she said quietly. I thanked the two women who had supported me. Then I walked out. The bell chimed behind me, and I had no idea what I was about to do next. I stood on the sidewalk outside Brighton Boutique. My heart was pounding. My hands were still shaking. I felt angry and humiliated and proud all at once. Angry at Brittany, humiliated by what happened, but proud that I didn't just leave quietly. I took a deep breath. The morning air was cool. It helped clear my head. I looked down the street. The shopping plaza had maybe 15 other stores, clothing boutiques, shoe stores, a jewelry shop. And right next door to Brighton Boutique was another store, Elegance & Company. I had seen it on my research list. Their reviews were good. Their Instagram showed beautiful, professional wear. Similar style to Brighton, maybe even nicer. I had planned to visit them second, but now they would be first. I walked toward their door. My jaw was set. I was going to have the shopping day I planned, just not where I expected. The bell chimed as I entered Elegance & Company. The layout was similar to Brighton. Hardwood floors, soft lighting, racks of beautiful clothes organized by color. But something felt different immediately, warmer somehow. A sales associate looked up from behind the counter. She was Latina, maybe late 30s, dark hair in loose waves. She wore a simple black dress and a genuine smile. "Good morning," she said warmly. "Welcome to Elegance & Company. I'm Maria. Let me know if you need anything." Her tone was friendly, not fake friendly, actually kind. I felt my shoulders relax slightly. "Thank you," I said. My voice was still a little shaky. Maria noticed. Her smile softened. "Are you okay?" she asked. That simple question almost undid me. The tears I had been holding back threatened to spill. "I'm fine," I said quickly. "Just had a bad experience next door." Maria's expression changed. Understanding crossed her face. "Brighton?" she asked quietly. I nodded. "Let me guess. Brittany?" she said. My eyes widened. "How did you know?" I asked. Maria sighed. "You're not the first person to come in here upset after shopping there. Brittany has a reputation. She's extremely rude to anyone she doesn't think belongs." Hearing this validated everything. I wasn't overreacting. I wasn't too sensitive. This was a pattern. "The manager is handling it now," I said. I recorded part of what she said. Maria's eyes lit up. "Good for you," she said firmly. "Someone needs to hold her accountable. That store has been getting away with treating people terribly for too long." She gestured around her store. "We carry sizes 0 through 18 here, and every single customer gets treated with respect. That's our policy." I felt emotion rising in my chest again, but this time it was relief. "What are you shopping for today?" Maria asked. Her tone was genuinely interested. "I just got promoted to marketing director," I said. "I wanted to build a professional wardrobe. Blazers, dresses, quality pieces." Maria's face brightened. "Congratulations, that's wonderful. And you came to the right place." She walked out from behind the counter. "What size do you normally wear?" she asked. 12, I said, waiting for the judgment, waiting for the look. It didn't come. "Perfect," Maria said. "We have beautiful pieces in that size. Let me show you what just came in this week." She led me to a section near the back. The racks were full of gorgeous blazers. Navy, black, burgundy, gray. Rich fabrics, beautiful cuts. And I could see size tags that said 10, 12, 14. sizes that actually fit real women. Take your time browsing, Maria said. I'll start a dressing room for you. I started pulling pieces off the racks. A charcoal blazer with satin lapels, a cream-colored one with gold buttons, a fitted black dress, a burgundy blazer that reminded me of the one I'd seen at Brighton. Each piece was beautiful. Quality fabric, elegant design, professional but stylish. Maria checked on me every few minutes. Finding things you like, she'd ask, or that color would look amazing on you. Never pushy, never hovering, just helpful. I gathered 8 pieces, blazers, dresses, a pair of tailored pants. Maria took them to the dressing room. Try everything on, she said. Don't worry about the price tags yet. Just see what you love. I appreciated that. No pressure, no judgment, just genuine service. The kind of service I should have received at Brighton. I went into the dressing room. The space was large and well lit. A comfortable chair, full-length mirror, soft music playing. I started trying things on, and everything fit perfectly. The charcoal blazer hugged my shoulders perfectly. The waist was tailored without being tight. I looked professional, polished, confident. I stepped out to show Maria. Her face lit up. That is stunning on you, she said, and I could tell she meant it. The fit is perfect. How does it feel? She asked. Amazing, I said honestly. I looked at myself in the 3-way mirror outside the dressing room. I looked like a marketing director. I looked like someone important. Try the burgundy next, Maria suggested. I think that's going to be your favorite. She was right. The burgundy blazer was perfect. The color made my skin glow. The cut was elegant. I felt powerful wearing it. One by one, I tried on each piece. The black dress fit like it was made for me. The cream blazer was sophisticated. The pants were perfectly tailored. Out of 8 pieces, I loved 7. These are all incredible, I said to Maria. Maria smiled. You have great taste, she said. And honestly, you're glowing right now. That's how shopping should feel. She was right. This was how I imagined my shopping day going. Trying on beautiful clothes, feeling confident, being treated with respect, not being judged or dismissed. I want all 7 pieces, I said. Maria's eyes widened. All of them? She asked. Are you sure? That's a significant purchase. I nodded. I've been saving for 8 months. I got promoted. I deserve this. And I want to buy from a store that treats me like I matter. Maria's expression softened. You absolutely deserve it, she said. Let me ring these up for you. And I'm going to give you our first-time customer discount, 20% off. I started to protest, but she held up her hand. It's policy, she said with a wink. Everyone gets it on their first visit. I had a feeling she was being generous, but I accepted gratefully. At the register, Maria carefully folded each piece. She wrapped them in tissue paper, placed them in elegant shopping bags with ribbon handles. She worked slowly, with care, like each item mattered. Your total is $5,200, she said. With the discount, it's $4,160. I handed her my credit card. My hands didn't shake this time. I felt proud. This was a lot of money, more than I'd ever spent on clothes at once. But these were investment pieces, quality items that would last years. And I was supporting a business that valued me. Maria processed the payment. Congratulations again on your promotion, she said as she handed me the receipt. You're going to look incredible in these pieces. You're going to walk into that office and own it. Her kindness almost made me cry again, but this time it would have been happy tears. Maria handed me 4 large shopping bags. They were heavy with beautiful clothes. "Can I ask you something?" she said. "Of course," I replied. "What happened at Brighton? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but if it was bad, you should report it." I told her everything. The way Brittany looked at me, the comment about nothing fitting, the Lane Bryant suggestion, the eye roll. Maria's face grew more upset as I talked. "That's horrible," she said. "I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I'm glad you stood up for yourself. I'm glad you recorded it." She paused. "And I'm really glad you came here instead of going home." Me too, I thought. If I had just left and gone home, I would have felt defeated, like Brittany won. But instead, I was standing here with thousands of dollars of beautiful clothes from a store that valued me. That felt like winning. I thanked Maria and walked toward the door, bags in both hands, heavy and satisfying. As I stepped outside, I glanced at Brighton Boutique next door. Through their window, I could see Brittany. She was standing near the register, no longer helping customers. She looked upset. Her arms were crossed. And then she looked up. She saw me, saw the Elegance & Company bags in my hands. 4 of them, clearly full. Her eyes widened, her mouth opened slightly. I didn't smile, didn't wave, didn't gloat. I just held her gaze for 3 seconds. Then I turned and walked to my car, my head high, my shoulders back. The weight of the bags felt good, like proof that I mattered, that I deserved quality, that standing up for myself was worth it. I loaded the bags into my trunk, and I felt lighter than I had in years. But this story wasn't over yet. I drove home with the windows down, music playing, singing along. The anger from earlier was fading, replaced by something that felt like pride, like power. I kept glancing at the shopping bags in my rearview mirror, physical proof that I didn't let Brittany win, that I didn't shrink away. When I got home, I carried all 4 bags inside. My apartment suddenly felt too small for how big I felt. I laid everything out on my bed. 7 beautiful pieces, each one perfect, each one mine. I tried them on again, took photos in the mirror, sent pictures to my best friend Rachel. She called me immediately. "Oh my God, you look amazing," she said. "Where did you get those?" I told her the whole story. The humiliation at Brighton, standing up to Brittany, the recording, finding Elegance & Company, meeting Maria, spending $5,000. Rachel was silent for a moment. Then she said something that surprised me. "I'm so proud of you," Rachel said. Her voice was thick with emotion. "The old you would have cried in the car and never told anyone." She was right. 6 months ago, I would have. A year ago, I definitely would have. I would have internalized Brittany's words, would have believed that maybe I didn't belong in that store, would have gone home and felt ashamed. I almost did cry in the car, I admitted. But something stopped me. I was just tired of being treated like I don't matter. Rachel was quiet again. "You know what this is, right?" she asked. "What?" I said. "This is you finally believing you're worth standing up for. The promotion didn't just change your job title. It changed how you see yourself." I sat down on my bed, surrounded by my new clothes, and I realized she was right. This wasn't just about Brittany. It was about me finally valuing myself enough to demand respect. That evening, around 6 o'clock, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. "Hello?" I said. "Hi, is this Amanda Chen?" a woman's voice asked. Professional, polite. "Yes, this is Amanda," I said. "My name is Catherine Westwood. I'm the owner of Brighton Boutique. Nicole gave me your information. I'm calling to apologize for what happened in my store today. I sat up straighter, put the call on speaker. I've reviewed the security footage, Catherine continued, and I've spoken with the customers who witnessed the incident. What Brittany said to you was completely unacceptable. It violated every standard we have. Her voice sounded genuinely upset, not just covering herself legally, actually upset. Thank you for acknowledging that, I said carefully. I wasn't sure where this was going, but I wanted to hear her out. Brittany has been terminated, Catherine said, effective immediately. This wasn't her first complaint. We've had issues with her attitude before, but I didn't realize the extent of it until today. I felt a jolt of satisfaction. Fired. Not suspended, not written up, actually fired. I also want to apologize personally, Catherine continued. As the owner, I'm responsible for the culture in my store, and clearly I've failed. What happened to you should never happen to anyone. She paused. I'd like to offer you a full wardrobe consultation. Complimentary. You can choose anything in the store. Any size we need a special order, we will. And everything will be 50% off. It was a generous offer. More than generous. But something in me resisted. I appreciate that, I said slowly. But honestly, I don't think I want to shop at Brighton anymore. The experience ruined it for me. Catherine was quiet for a moment. I understand, she said, and I respect that. But can I ask, would you be willing to meet with me anyway? Not to shop, just to talk. I want to understand what happened from your perspective, and I want to make changes so this never happens again. I considered it. Part of me wanted to just move on, forget Brighton existed. But another part, the part that Maria had mentioned, wanted to make sure this didn't happen to someone else. Okay, I said. I'll meet with you. We scheduled a meeting for Monday afternoon at a coffee shop near the plaza, neutral territory. After we hung up, I sat with my phone in my hand, thinking. Brittany was fired. The owner was taking this seriously. I had my beautiful new wardrobe from Elegance & Company. By any measure, I had won. So why did I still feel unsettled? Maybe because I kept thinking about what Maria said, that I wasn't the first person this happened to. Monday came quickly. I dressed carefully for my meeting with Catherine. I wore the burgundy blazer from Elegance & Company, with black pants and a cream blouse. I looked professional, confident, put together. I wanted her to see exactly what Brittany had dismissed. I arrived at the coffee shop first, ordered a latte, sat at a corner table. Catherine walked in at exactly 2:00. She was in her 50s, gray hair cut in a stylish bob, elegant navy suit. She looked like someone who ran a successful business. She spotted me immediately, walked over with her hand extended. Amanda? She asked. I stood and shook her hand. Catherine, thank you for meeting me. We sat down. She had ordered tea. For a moment, we just looked at each other. Then Catherine spoke. That blazer is stunning on you, she said. I smiled slightly. Thank you. I got it at Elegance & Company, right after I left your store. Catherine winced. I heard. Maria called me over the weekend. We know each other, the boutique owners in the plaza. She told me you spent $5,000 with her. Money that should have been spent in my store. She wasn't wrong. That's business, I said. You treat customers badly, they go somewhere else. Catherine nodded. You're absolutely right. And I'm not here to try to win you back as a customer, although I wish I could. I'm here because I need to understand where I went wrong as an owner. She pulled out a notebook. After Saturday, I reviewed all our customer feedback from the past year. I found 6 complaints about Brittany, all from women size 10 and up, all describing similar treatment: dismissive, rude, body shaming. My stomach turned. 6 complaints. 6 other women who felt what I felt. Why wasn't she fired before? I asked. My voice was sharp. Catherine looked pained. Because I didn't see the pattern. Each complaint was handled individually, by different managers, on different days. No one, including me, put them together and realized this was a consistent problem. She paused. That's a failure of our system, and it's my responsibility. I appreciated her honesty, but it didn't change what happened. Those 6 women probably never came back, I said. No, Catherine agreed. They didn't, and they probably told their friends, who also didn't come. I've been losing business, and I didn't even realize why. She looked directly at me. I want to implement new policies, mandatory sensitivity training for all staff, a formal complaint system that tracks patterns, mystery shoppers in various sizes to audit how customers are treated. But I wanted to run it by you first, to see if I'm missing anything. I was surprised. She actually wanted my input, like my opinion mattered, like my experience had value beyond just a complaint. We talked for over an hour. I told her everything. Not just what Brittany said, but how it made me feel. Small, invisible, like I didn't deserve to be there. Catherine listened without interrupting, took notes, asked thoughtful questions. What would have made you stay? She asked at one point. I thought about it. If Brittany had said, I'm sorry, we don't carry that size in store, but I can order it for you. If she had treated me like a valued customer instead of an inconvenience. If she had offered a solution instead of dismissal. Catherine wrote that down. And if the size range was actually inclusive, I added. Size 12 isn't plus size, it's average. But your store only goes to an 8. That's excluding a huge portion of potential customers. Catherine nodded slowly. You're right. We need to expand our size range. I'm going to start carrying up to size 16 in store, 18 for special orders. As our meeting wrapped up, Catherine thanked me again. You didn't have to meet with me, she said. You could have just left a bad review and moved on. The fact that you're here, helping me fix this, says a lot about your character. I gathered my things. I'm not doing this for you, I said honestly. I'm doing this for the next woman who walks into your store. The one who's nervous, who's saved up, who just wants to feel beautiful. She deserves better than what I got. Catherine's eyes looked glassy. She does, and because of you, she'll get it. I left that coffee shop feeling something I didn't expect. Closure. Real closure. Brittany was fired, the store was changing policies, I had my gorgeous wardrobe, and I had learned something valuable. My voice matters. Standing up works. If you've ever been treated badly while shopping, don't stay silent. Record it, report it, and find somewhere that values you, because you deserve respect. Subscribe to Revenge Leader for more stories. As our meeting wrapped up, Catherine thanked me again. You didn't have to meet with me, she said. You could have just left a bad review and moved on. The fact that you're here, helping me fix this, says a lot about your character. I gathered my things. I'm not doing this for you, I said honestly. I'm doing this for the next woman who walks into your store. The one who's nervous, who's saved up, who just wants to feel beautiful. She deserves better than what I got. Catherine's eyes looked glassy. She does. And because of you, she'll get it. I left that coffee shop feeling something I didn't expect. Closure. Real closure. Brittany was fired. The store was changing policies. I had my gorgeous wardrobe. And I had learned something valuable. My voice matters. Standing up works. If this revenge story inspired you, subscribe to Revenge Leader now. We bring you real AITA stories, Reddit drama stories, and customer service revenge tales daily. These aren't fake stories. These are real revenge experiences from real people who refused to be disrespected. Drop your own revenge stories in the comments below. Share your Reddit-style drama. Tell us your AITA moments. Have you ever gotten revenge on someone who wronged you? Your story could be featured next. Hit subscribe for more satisfying revenge content. Because karma is real, and justice always wins. They thought I'd stay quiet. They were dead wrong.